And welcome
to another Justice live stream.
Yes, dude.
Oh yeah.
It has been quite a journey to get to this point. The final episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What an episode finale. It was too. Oh my god.
For real, like it was definitely very intense.
Yeah. It definitely
though.
was. And welcome to everyone out there who decided to drop in on our stream today. This is kind of our little after Marvel TV show stream, and this is where we kind of just break down and react to any Disney Marvel TV show that they're putting out. We did WandaVision, this is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and expect Loki very soon.
Oh yeah, looking forward to that one.
Yeah, and dude, you're unmuted today. The world can hear
you. Yes. I'm unmuted. You're unmuted. We're all unmuted.
Yes, we're on a good path so far. So the way we would typically do this is we're just going to kind of go through the episode. We both got some bullet points written here. I'm probably just going to start saying things. Interrupt me all you want when you got a theory, or if I missed something, feel free to speak up. And yeah, it should be an exciting episode today. So let's get to it.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I kind of want to start actually with, so you know how every episode it's like previously on Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I want to start with the one part where he's talking to his sister about Isaiah, and I want to quote him here. He says, "What would be the point of all the pain and sacrifice if I wasn't willing to stand up and keep fighting?" And I think that line, it kicks this episode off so beautifully. Because
it does.
You know, we had a lot of mixed emotions with the last episode, and you know the conversation with Isaiah, and you know, like kind of questioning whether the Captain America mantle should be picked up at all. You know, and and so, but you know, throughout the episode, my opinion kind of changed in the same way that I think Sam's did. You know, and we were given an explanation more on and more context to what it really meant for a black man to pick up the shield and to pick up that mantle. So it was a great way, in my opinion, to start off that episode. And we pick up right where we left off. The GRC is getting attacked, and we see like something. We see something like fly by the camera. It totally gave me some like Iron Man vibes, but like I knew, I was like, oh my god, they totally made Falcon a new suit. They totally, please be a Captain America suit. That's all I was thinking about at this point. And then it shifts right over to Bucky, and he meets up with Sharon. She's in like one of those disguised little mask things.
Yeah.
And
I looked up what it was called. I can't think of what it was though.
Yeah, I think we've only seen it like once or twice before in the MCU.
It was in like Civil War, I think.
Yeah. Okay. And again, dude, I'm probably going to say this a couple times throughout this episode. She's a Skrull. I'm sorry. She's a Skrull, dude. To me, it's so obvious. And I feel like, too, it's one of those things where I'm getting kind of the vibe that the fans are like, do we really, does she have to be a Skrull? But I'm like, dude, I think Disney's telling us, like, she's a Skrull. Yeah. I really think they're trying to set up Secret Invasion. And they need important characters that have been a Skrull the whole time. And,
exactly.
And I think it would explain so much of her character change, because that was a big thing, But anyway, I don't want to get too stuck on her yet. To move forward, the attack starts with some kind of grenade, some kind of like poisonous gas or something like that the Flag Smashers are using.
Trying to get them all out of the building.
Yeah, exactly. And then, as they run into that building and there's like all those windows, I'm like, oh, there's gonna be a window crash scene right now.
Yup.
And sure enough,
what is?
No, yeah, go ahead.
there's like a name for that trope. It's like heroes don't use doors or something like that.
That's perfect. That is perfect. But yeah, it was cool. You know, I was half expecting to just see Sam break through it right away, but it was so cool. He threw the shield first to like break the window. That was awesome. That was super cool. And then yes, of course, he flies right in, and there's no longer Falcon standing there. It's Captain America. Dude, Captain America comes swooping in. He has the new suit. He's carrying the shield. It was such a big moment. Like
it was amazing.
I was fanboying so hard, dude. Like I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, I haven't felt this excited since I was a kid watching Marvel movies. I felt like it was another like dude, Captain America. We get Captain America back. It was so emotional. I honestly, if I'm being real, I cried at least teared up a little, at least three times in this episode.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, it definitely got my my comic book fanboy feels going.
Very nice. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like, even just with the shows in general, I feel like it's such a nice refreshment in the MCU. It really is, like,
100%.
Especially with like post Endgame, where it's like, you know, we're back at the level of not knowing what the fuck is gonna happen, compared to everything being already set up for us.
Yeah, this is such a cool in between stage because, you know, all the movies are probably gonna take place probably like 5 to 10 years after this, so it's gonna give us a lot of context to what had happened through all that throughout all that time, instead of just, you know, flashbacks every now and then.
Yeah.
So the attack is still going on, and next we see John Walker step up. And in the last episode, we talked about how, you know, he was building himself a new Captain America shield. So he walks up with his new makeshift Captain America shield, and he's got like his Medal of Honor like welded to the inside of it, you know, probably you know, just to keep that mentality going and to remind himself, you know, of what he's fighting for and what he believes in. And then I lost my spot.
You're good.
Oh yeah. So I want to talk about, he had a very interesting moment where he had a choice where he could go after Carly and kill her and take his vengeance, but he didn't. Instead, he saved the hostages that were about to fall in that like armored truck that was hanging off the edge.
That was dangling off the edge of that bridge and over the construction zone or whatever. Yeah, dude. That was a good
shield. Yeah, he drops his shield and he brings it back up. But I mean, unfortunately, his victory was very short-lived because it starts to fall again. And then the true Captain America saves the day.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was
like,
really...
That was a good moment, too.
Yeah. And I thought, too, it was very interesting to see, like, how this Captain America uses his suit and like his intelligence to save these people rather than super strength, you know.
And on that note, I loved the moment. I think it was like literally the scene right before that where he's like still on the bridge and he has to like cover up the people, so he uses the shield on top and the wings around the side. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah,
that was a really good move.
You know, those wings gotta be vibranium because
100%.
Yeah, they came from Wakanda. So he's got like a complete like vibranium dome he can put around himself.
Yes, dude, that is so awesome.
Yeah. And I think it's a really cool parallel too to like, you know, the beginning of the show where John Walker was supposed to be like this symbol to America, where our new Captain America isn't a super soldier. He's just like me and you. You know what I mean? And then he like falls from grace and takes the serum and turns into this like totally like bloodthirsty crazy guy for a second. And then Sam shows us what it actually looks like to be a Captain America that isn't a super soldier, who is a regular person just like me. Like, and how inspiring is that, dude? Like,
for real.
Not only is he I was going to say the first black man to take up the mantle, but I guess we'll say the second black man to take up the Captain America mantle, if we want to count Isaiah. I count him as the Captain America in my book, especially, you know, he made it to the museum, so.
Yeah, at the very end there.
So yeah, not only is that a big deal and an inspiration, but he's not a super soldier. He's just a regular dude. That shows,
Yeah.
you got enough heart, you got enough intelligence. You could be a superhero too, So
Yup.
super, just another like super inspiring part of this episode. So not long after that, we get the reveal that Sharon is the power broker.
Gotta say, bro, you called it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, everyone online I feel like is pissed, dude. I feel like everyone wanted the power broker to be someone way more important, and it's just like further making her character like different. But this is exactly what I was telling you just a few minutes ago. She's a Skrull. That's why. Yes, she's extremely different. She's totally acting evil. And I'm telling you, man, it's because she's a Skrull. Just like, we all knew deep down in our hearts that she was the power broker. I was just saying it, but we all knew deep down in our hearts. And I think we all know deep down in our hearts that she's probably a Skrull. And I think that, just to kind of fast forward a little bit, we'll come back. I think that's what that phone call at the end of the episode was too. I think it was with the higher Skrulls.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to touch on, that New Rockstars just recently put out a theory that she might be in contact with Oscorp, and their theory behind that was because the like smoke grenade was green, and it really looked like those green bombs that like Green Goblin uses.
And I would say Joker, but I was way wrong.
Yeah, other universe. And then I guess because of the lock thing they used on one of those doors that Bucky was pounding in, it had like 8 arms, and so they were like Doc Ock. But honestly, I think that's a mild stretch. I do like.
Yeah.
The smoke grenade did look very Oscorp-esque. I will admit that. But even if she is working with Oscorp, she's still a Skrull. I'm telling you, bro. She's going to be a Skrull. So yeah, she's the power broker. We get that.
Although I gotta say, though, I feel like that scene, the dialogue wasn't super great.
It wasn't. Because
it wasn't. I feel like they kind of botched the reveal a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that was part of the disappointment.
Yeah.
Maybe that French guy works for Oscorp. That because I think he's the one that supplied them with the weapons, if I'm remembering correctly. Like the briefcase that had.
I read that wasn't he in Civil War? Like he was like the first guy Cap fights in modern day or something like that.
I don't remember. But that would be because
I read someone was saying how like the fight between him and Sam, it could be seen as sort of like a parallel to that first fight against him, the Steve Rogers, and it was his like first on-screen fight in modern day compared to like the first one where he's way back in the day.
I do like that parallel. I do.
Yeah, that's super interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Between Mutant, Skrull, and Oscorp, who knows?
So what you're saying is Sharon is a Skrull who had her mutant gene awaken.
She's a mutant Skrull working for Oscorp.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's perfect.
Oh, that's great.
So moving forward a little bit, I just wrote down this little part too that I thought was really cool, is that Carly...
I liked him a little bit. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it did. That's all right. I still see you. You're still beautiful. Don't worry. So Carly tells Sam there's an interesting moment, like after like she keeps trying to beat him down, and he's doing a lot of like more just like self-defense moves. And kind of avoiding
he's just
her.
Defending himself. Yeah.
And kind of tiring her out, and she's like, "Won't you just like stay down?" And then he just looks at her and is like, "No." And dude,
yes,
man, that just totally reminded me of Steve, and in the previous Captain America, and like that total mentality of nothing is gonna keep me down. I'm going to keep fighting. Like, that was totally like, yes, like, Captain America is back! It was just another one of those moments where it just got me, another fanboy moment where I was excited, you know? And I felt like, to him, that was a good nod at his previous mentor, Steve. Like you taught me, bro, to keep fighting, to keep going, you know? So that was cool.
The fight strong.
Yeah. And so we get the moment where it basically looks like Carly may or may not kill Sam, or at least try. Because, you know, he's got, like, vibranium, the gun on him. Like, it probably wouldn't have worked out anyway. But Sharon ends up taking the killing shot on her, or a couple shots, if I'm remembering. Or maybe it was just one shot. I don't know. I can't remember. Either way, she takes the killing shot on her, and she dies in Sam's arms, and is carried down to, you know, to the paramedics. And it was very epic, kind of beautiful cinematography the way they did it. And it was,
and I gotta say, sorry to interrupt you.
It
was beautiful cinematography, but I also gotta say, that was also the only last person who knew Sharon was the power broker.
Yeah, she made sure to tie up all her loose ends.
Take her out.
Yeah, I almost forgot to mention she killed the French gentleman.
Yeah.
Like, totally cold blood, like, evil villain status. Like,
oh, straight up. He was asking for more money, and she said, here's a bullet instead.
Yeah. You know, this makes me wonder, though, if she is a Skrull, I still think the real Sharon Carter is out there somewhere. I should also mention. You know, because I believe she was believed to have been snapped, but this Sharon Carter is making it seem like she was here throughout the whole time.
I see.
So, I don't know, man. I just think that all the signs are there, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Anyway,
she's
so
out there.
To move forward, we get, dude, another awesome scene where it was just like, this is Captain America, where Sam he lectures the GRC leaders about, like, you guys are messing up here. You guys need. I like the way he put it. He said, you need to do better. He said, what she did was extreme, and it was wrong. But why do you think she did it?
Why did she die? Yeah. Why did she die trying to stop you?
Why are there so many people willing to back her cause? Yes. Clearly, there is something wrong with what you are doing, and clearly, the people that you're supposed to help govern are very upset with what you're doing and don't agree with what you're doing, like, at all.
Yes.
And you know,
I loved the specific call out to that one lady too. It's just like, you own all of the banks. like, like, what do you mean there's not enough money? Like, figure it out.
Yeah, totally, dude. So yeah, just to move forward a little bit then too, we get Sam, or you know what? Moving forward too quick. Sorry, I'm jumping around my notes here.
Good.
Freaking crazy, dude. The rest of the Flag Smashers, after that, you know, beautiful scene, you know, with Sam, you know, telling them they need to do better, this and that, the Flag Smashers, like, armored vehicle explodes.
Yep.
So, they've got to be dead. I mean, I don't know how strong these super soldiers are, but I mean, we saw one already die at the hands of a vibranium shield, so, you know, this explosion very well probably killed them.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, 100%. And it looks like the trigger dude on it was Zemo's butler guy.
Yes. At first, I didn't recognize him. Like, I saw him and I was like, I should know who that is.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Yeah,
and then it showed Zemo next, and then it all clicked.
Yeah. He was like the dude that gave Zemo a hug or something when.
Yeah, the private jet.
Yeah. So that was interesting, and then we see Val again. And and it totally looks like she's like in contact with Zemo or something, and it's totally like, I feel like they're making it seem like she was most likely part of this attack, that this explosion.
You know what my vibe kind of was, because so Zemo mentioned that he was a baron in Sokovia. So they still had, like, you know, noble titles and everything.
Right.
Val introduced herself as a Contessa, which is the female noble title for Count, I believe.
Oh.
So what if she also is like tied to Sokovia somehow? And that, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That could be really interesting.
Yeah, because, you know, I hear people are theorizing that she's going to be kind of starting up her own little team of like, anti-heroes. So that could be, or, like, that'd be perfect reason for her to want to get so involved. That's very interesting.
Yes, dude.
So, yeah, I definitely think her and Zemo were in on this together. Because, you know, Zemo was not going to let any of those super soldiers get out of here.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. That was basically his, like, life mission.
Yeah. And she was being so sketchy when she was... Like, I don't remember exactly what she said. She was like, maybe I did. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I did.
I
know.
I think that's... I think at that point, she was kind of speaking for the Marvel Studios a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Talking to the fans, being like, hey, we're getting one over on you a little bit, maybe. You know?
Yeah, and then so shortly after that, John Walker walks out in his new suit, and it's basically the same exact thing, but it's black. And it does look cooler, I have to admit, than the other one. Because the other one just looked like a cheap knockoff version of Captain America. But this one, now that it's black, it looks like, it looks like more stealthy, like it's supposed to be like that. And
yeah, like he's some sort of special ops sort of deal.
And he's donned his name, U.S. Agent. And, because that's, you know, what he's called in the comics. And I do have to say, a couple things about this episode, again, me, like, fanboying out over, is Sam's suit is, like, comic book perfect. Yeah. His new Captain America Falcon-esque suit is totally perfect from the comics. And in my opinion, so is this U.S. agent uniform. Yeah. It totally looks like his U.S. agent. Because that's, you know, one thing, man, I'm always like, y'all are too afraid to make the uniforms cheesy. Like, yeah. Man, I don't mind. And that's one thing I've always loved about, like, Watchmen and you know, even The Boys, you know, is their suit designs. They're a little bit more cheap, because honestly I think in real life people would cheese up their uniforms. People are all about style and being flashy, you know. So
definitely,
I digress.
Like we ain't gonna, if we have a world of superheroes, they aren't gonna all dress like John Constantine. You know what I mean? With trench coat and tie. Yeah. Like
or just like some kind of spy suit like Black Widow. Which, I mean, Black Widow that's her uniform. But I just mean,
I feel like for her at least specifically fits her character.
Exactly. Yeah.
Backstory and everything. But if you just had everyone in that, it would get boring real quick.
Yeah, so I'm very much someone that is a fan of comic book accurate suits, and I don't mind even turning up the cheese level a little bit for that. But, you know, I do want to say, too, exactly what Val said, or maybe not exactly, but I tried to quote her here. Things are about to get weird, and when they do, we don't need a Captain America. We need a U.S. agent. So, that... Again, dude, so she's saying it's a very interesting word. Weird. Things are about to get weird. Secret invasion. Skrulls. Everyone's a Skrull. No one is who you thought they were. That in my opinion, that's what she's talking about. And, you know, I could sit here and talk about for 10 minutes about how there's, you know, how I could take every turn and twist as a X-Men mutant Easter egg like my heart wants to. But like I was saying, just like how in our hearts we all knew that Sharon Carter is probably going to be the power broker, I think that this whole freaking show was basically a kickoff for Secret Invasion. That's just my opinion. We're getting... we got a scroll at the end of WandaVision where I think this was our scroll at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Just my opinion.
Dude, I can totally see that. Because I feel like they've already set up enough of it just with Captain Marvel, you know? Yeah. Having all of that, I feel like if they didn't use it, it would be surprising.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the episode almost is to an end. We get a couple like heartfelt moments here we see Bucky make amends with Mr. Nakajima, I believe was his name.
Yeah, I believe so.
And so that was sad, and we all knew it had to come, though, you know. And
definitely.
I'm sure in the end, it's gonna make both of them feel a lot better, you know. There's gonna.
Yeah.
He's doing the hard
closure.
work. Yeah, he's doing the hard work
Yeah.
that Sam told him he needs to do. And then shortly after this, we see that Sam makes a visit to Isaiah Bradley, and dude, Sam he's totally confident about being Captain America now, and he's like, "You're damn right, yeah." Because I think Isaiah said something about a black Captain America, and then Sam was like, "You're damn right," and then you could just tell from the rest of the conversation, Isaiah was so proud of him. Like, you could tell he looked at him like, you know what? He did it. He actually did what he said he was gonna do. He's actually being the change, you know, that he said he could be, and said that the world could be. And so that was just another one of those moments, man. It was just like, Captain America's back, and Captain America is back strong.
He is, dude, and like, this whole show was just an amazing arc for Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god. Like, I feel like, you know, Bucky too definitely got his arc, but man, it was definitely more about the Falcon than the Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah,
like,
or Captain America, I guess we should say now.
Or Black Falcon.
Yeah. Oh man. Dude, he's probably gonna have to unfortunately deal with that for like as long as he has the wings, man.
Oh, 100%.
Poor guy.
But I loved his earlier line in the earlier episode to that kid. Well, they don't call you Black Kid, right?
Yeah, exactly. But see, dude, he's totally confident with Captain America. He was telling everyone, like, who are you? I'm Captain America.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like,
dude. He was owning it.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying here too. Is one thing I love is at the end too. You can tell that he's totally confident about it. He is Captain America. There's no question about it. Like, he would. Anyway, you know, I digress. It's perfect. But it ends with a nice cookout with Sam's family and Bucky. Everyone's having a good time. You know, and this is, you know, not only was this a special moment for Sam, but in my eyes, this was a very special moment for Bucky too, because this fool has like no family, and for this,
he even said it himself. The Shield was his only family.
Exactly, dude. So this was also partly just good closure for Bucky, that he finally has like some real family aside from just avenging superheroes that he kicks ass with.
Yeah, like, because I feel like he started off the series very alone. You know, he like,
and kind of wanting
so,
to do
that growth was great. Yeah, he was very reclusive. Yeah, very antisocial. Yeah.
And then, dude, this was my third teary-eyed part when it closes and then it fades in Captain America and the Winter Soldier. The name transfers over. And at that moment, I was just like, because me and my girlfriend were talking at the beginning of the episode, like, well, they're going to have to call the next season something different if they do another season. Like, you know, we're trying to think of names. And so then, you know, when they did that at the end, it was just like, oh my God, like, yes, it was like one of those, because I'm a huge Superman fan. It's like that moment in the Snyder Cut, you know, where I finally feel like we got the Superman back. It's like, dude, we got our Captain America back. Like, you know, we're probably never gonna get Iron Man again. You know, we're probably Hulk is probably moving on. Like, all these different characters, you know, that no one can really ever pick up that mantle again in the same way. So you kind of just have to say goodbye. Kind of sucks. Yeah. But dude, not Captain America. He's back, and he's back strong.
He's back. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's back ready to kick some ass and fight some fights.
So hopefully the next movie, you know, it will be a Captain America movie, and it'll be about Sam.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
The Captain America movie off the back of this.
Dude, totally.
Oh, dude.
Oh man, I couldn't do it. I have to just throw this out here. If they do, a Captain America movie with Sam, please, Marvel gods, hear my prayer now. Please let that at least be the first thing that we get to see Weapon X in. Okay? You know, I had to throw
We
it
want
out
our
there.
damn mutants.
We want our damn mutants. We want our X-Men. We want Wolverine. We want Weapon X. And, you know, connecting Captain America to the Weapon X program is perfect, you know.
You know what, dude? You know what you just made me think about with this whole Weapon X talk? We might finally get justice for X-23.
What do you mean?
Because in X2, I believe, she was in it, but she was like the knuckle crack lady.
Oh, well,
and they like completely ruined her character.
Well, I don't know if that was supposed to be X-23 for sure, but that was first of all. There's a couple things. You know, we're gonna go on a little side tangent here. Sorry, folks. There's a couple of things here. One is that timeline was completely erased after Days of Futures Past, and then two, we've already gotten the new X-23. You're talking about
talking about Logan.
Yeah, right.
Well, no. In X-23 is different. It's not like
that's not his clone with the
it's not his clone.
claws?
It's just someone. Well, I don't remember her being a clone, but maybe that is the same girl then.
Yeah, because in Logan, that girl, the little girl is taken care of, she's a clone with.
Okay.
I think she's a clone. Man, now I'm second guessing everything too. That's what I took from the movie, at least.
Oh no.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember why we got on this tangent. But I do want to say, while we're still kind of, you know, to segue from Weapon X back to Super Soldier, back to Captain America, back to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the last episode. There's one really awesome part of the ending I almost forgot to mention, and that was when Sam took Isaiah to the to the Smithsonian,
the memorial.
Yeah, and he got to see his plaque explaining his heroic history and his statue. Dude, now he's officially part of the Captain America lore, the Captain America history.
Oh yeah, dude. And like, man, I honestly really want to know like specifically what the plaque says.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
Honestly,
I'm sure there's a picture online already that we can zoom in on.
Maybe, because I remember when I was watching the episode, there was like one shot where you could kind of see it, but it was like half of it.
Oh yeah, maybe we're only going to be able to
like
view
that.
half of it for now. Then, or you know, sometimes with these kinds of things, like on the websites, they'll release like what it actually says. So you know, maybe Marvel will actually put out what it says. You know, even more interesting, because you know Marvel does these like little what ifs cartoons and stuff every now and then. Maybe we'll get some dope like cartoon of Isaiah back in his Cap days. I know they don't officially call him Cap, but
yeah, he was just a soldier.
He played the role. You know what I mean? He did what Captain America does.
He was Secret Cap.
He was Secret Cap. Exactly. Exactly. Well, folks, let us know down in the comments below your thoughts and theories about this show. I know it was short.
Oh, dude, we almost missed a part.
Hit me with it.
The post-credit. Sharon gets her pardon.
The phone. Yeah, you know, I totally forgot about that because we
mentioned the phone call.
Yeah,
earlier.
because we're talking about scrolls and stuff. I almost forgot. Yeah, she totally got her pardon and she got her agent title back.
So she's now in the government.
Yeah. So now she's agent, mutant, scroll, secret, power broker.
Carter. Got a long ass title now.
She's all the villains.
Yup.
So you know, as I was saying, let us know down in the comments below your thoughts and theories about this, especially with this with the scroll thing and Sharon, and where you think that character is gonna go. And was she snapped? Was she not snapped? What's going on? You know, were you disappointed that she's the power broker? Let us know what you think about the future of Captain America and his and Bucky and his new family. What are we gonna see from here? Let us know what you think down below.
Yeah, let us know down below. And on that note, check us out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter at JustisBand.
I hope everyone out there has an excellent week, and until next time,
catch you on the flip.